guys, this is a walkthrough. This is a walkthrough of the Linq. And many of you have asked me again, and I've done this already, but obviously it was still not perfectly finished, so now it's perfectly finished. And you know you're facing the Linq entrance when you've got very loud music with some sort of, you know, advert. No, it's okay, fine. It's a big sign telling you where to go for the high roller, which is that way. And we do have a walkthrough of this area as well. So I'm gonna go straight inside. Straight inside the Linq. Very loud in here. I just come from Bellagio. I had lunch there. And of course, a totally different atmosphere, and I'm always a little bit shocked. Even if I've been here many times. Okay, so this is the entrance to the Linq. What I like is that it's fresh. And by fresh, I mean cool. It's nice red colors, I have to admit. It's nice, you know? First you got the bar, first thing. This is a side entrance, but there are two side entrances, and this is the main entrance because it's the one facing the entrance to the high roller. The Ferris wheel, so to speak. So you got your bar as usual. You got your casino, which is actually rather small. The casino here, it's a few slot machines here and there. It's nothing like mega casinos of other resorts. I don't know why, there must be a reason for it. Maybe it's the clientele, but as you can see, the clientele is not all young and inebriated. Got a modern feel, of course, which is pleasant, and I really like the air conditioning, which is working. I'm really happy. The air conditioning is nice and cool. It's quite warm outside after a day of rain, believe it or not. But it is loud. And it's trying to get you to be always on high energy, really high energy, which is not what I want. So it doesn't work for me, but I'm sure it works for a lot of you guys. Even when I sit down by the slots, I like to relax, you know? I don't like to feel like I'm on 3 coffees or 5 coffees, though, as I say, that's a personal thing. Okay, so you got your little redemption tickets, kiosks, another bar. And of course, if I continue this way, you end up to Harrah's. But let me just continue to show you the area. This Linq, it's a huge improvement. Even if, you know, I don't like the noise, I don't like the loudness, and I don't like necessarily it feels like I'm in a big bar with a few slot machines spread. But even if, as I say, it's not necessarily to my taste, but it really is incredibly better than when it used to be the Quad, and of course when it used to be Imperial Palace. So it's definitely remodeled. The rooms are also remodeled within limits, you know, so don't expect the quality of Bellagio when you come here. But they're also remodeled, and I think they've done a good job. You know, I mean, if you manage to get a good deal, the location is great, you know. If you cross the road, you're going to be at Caesars, Mirage, not too far from Bellagio, you know. You're a good spot. And of course, a little bit further up, it's Venetian and then Wynn. So not a bad spot at all. And this way is, if you continue, you actually get into Harrah's, which faces Mirage on the other side. But I want to show some other areas. So I'm going to show you the area without walking, so hopefully you can enjoy it better. I love the shiny floors. You know, they have done a good job. They've done a good job. They like to do remodelings this way. I mean, it's a very, in my opinion, it's typical of the remodeling undertaken by Caesars Entertainment Group. But they have done a good job. VIP services there, and the concierge box office. Very a bland little area actually for a box office, but maybe they don't have that many remarkable shows. Okay, I want to show this area a little bit, this lounge. Very nice looking. A little bit, it reminds you of actually the roof area of the Linq Hotel and Casino. Very nice. I love this ice atmosphere, ice decor, ice style decor, because it makes you feel, especially in Vegas, it really makes you gravitate towards it because you're so warm all the time. Lovely. I think it's a good job, right? I think they've done a great job. Great job. I mean, for what it is, you know, I mean, if you expect the luxury of Bellagio or Wynn, you're not going to be happy. But I think that for a relatively affordable resort on the Strip, relatively, it's a good job. It's got no theme. I like themes better. But, you know, they've completely done away with the theme they had before. It wasn't that much of a theme anyway, so. Then you've got the entrance to O'Shea's, and then of course if you continue you go to monorail, and I've showed you how long you have to walk to get to the monorail from these resorts on this side of the Strip when I did the walkthrough of Bali's, because it was a long walk. I have to walk slowly because I don't want to shake the camcorder too much, but it's still a long walk even when I walk fast. So I remember this area very well from when it used to be Quad. Not much has changed here, except for the nice signs. Here it's really low ceiling. I'm not too keen on this at all. Over there they really did some changes and the ceiling was a bit raised. It felt they raised and there was definitely better air conditioning. It was actually very pleasant over there, I have to be honest. And I want to show you where you go to get to your rooms. I'll see if I can actually show you the corridors. Here you've got, you know, an area. You find it often in semi-affordable resorts on the Strip. You have an area like this. You've got, you know, near the elevators, you've got the same at Excalibur. Relatively the same in Monte Carlo. And so these are all comparable resorts. I mean, I mean, it's nice, but you still have to decide whether the pool is for you, whether, you know. There are still some little, oh, I can't show you. I saw a door which really was like when it was the old Quad. The elevators have been improved. They're all red, but at least they're not as sad looking as they used to be. Sorry. I just got out on an early floor. Is it an early floor? Okay, so as you can see, the carpets are new, which is great, you know, and it still smells fresh, which is also great. I think this is the 5th floor. What do you think? This is, I think, from the old Quad and Imperial Palace. Let me show you. It's dark. It reminds me of, well, actually, I think the colors are good, but the doors are the same. They've just been painted over, okay? It's not like the doors are exactly the same, just with a different paint. And see if I can show you a room. So the rooms have been significantly remodeled. They're still the same size, of course. You can't change the size. But some of the rooms, even when it used to be Quad, were rather large. They were just very poorly decorated and very, very worn out. Everything is brand new. So I think you'll be pleased. The windows are still relatively small. You won't have the big window, you know, ceiling to floor windows of some magnificent resorts, like, for example, Mandalay Bay. And you know, it's not as sad as it used to be. It's still relatively small, but it was pumping. Music was pumping and it felt like I was in a nightclub. So bear that in mind. It may not be for all of you. Maybe for you young people. That's why I think that this place is for a young person. And yeah, I mean, maybe somebody on a budget, but I don't even think it's that affordable anymore because of all these renovations. And here, coming out of the elevators, there's shops, parking, monorail, and auto collection. I'll see if I can show you a little bit this area. It's basically the long walk towards the monorail with shops, very much in the same fashion as with Bali's. So as I say, it's all been significantly remodeled, and it will be your decision whether this is the kind of resort that it's for you. On our website, top-buffet.com, we do talk about the pools and other areas that might be of interest. The gym closes early, and most of Caesars Entertainment hotels here in Vegas, their gyms, fitness centers close early. It bothers me greatly, it really does. I mean, resort fees means that you should be able to use the facilities as often as you want to. And if you want to know what Caesars Entertainment properties are, or the names of them, you can check top-buffet.com and we list them. Here you've got the auto collection and monorail. So you see, there's quite a bit to walk. Of course, the escalators will help you, though, you know, some of them sometimes don't work. It's not the case here, but I'm saying generally speaking, especially the ones on the bridges on the strip. I'm trying to get to the auto collection. I don't know what I can show you, but it's kind of a, you have to take this elevator which opens up to parking, and it kind of smells like gasoline. Here we go. Now I did show you the free show of period vintage and movie automobiles on Fremont Street, and if you haven't seen it, go and check our video. It was published more or less at the same time as this, you know, May 2015, early June 2015, so check it out, okay? So this is the admission. I'm not gonna go beyond this. And you can see it. Look at that, eh? Beautiful. Lots of vintage cars. This area leading to the auto collection is still just the original. It's still horrible. And even here, really, it's a little bit, it's just not nice enough, is it? So there are some areas that they haven't completely remodeled yet, though, and it's surprising because people will come here, tourists will come here. It's a little, and it's stuffy. It smells like the parking areas underneath. That's not very pleasant, actually, compared to, you know, the rest. For those with pets, the ground level is the dog relief area. Well, I guess it's dogs. What's happening if you have a cat? Should really have cats as well. Should. Okay, so I think, I'll tell you, I was very glad to get out of that elevator. It really smelled like exhausts, you know, car exhausts. And here we go back to the hotel and casino. Now this room here that they're advertising is not clearly the regular room that I gave you a little peek of at all, okay? The regular ones are pretty small because, but as I say, they were well renovated. I will stay here next time, probably in a month, between a month and 2 months from now, because I'm going on a big trip somewhere else, and when that's over, I will come back here. I will stay quad. I'm never really that keen, I have to admit, you know, because the facilities here are not for me. You know, the amenities are not really for me, so it's just a matter of checking in, doing a video, and then counting the hours. I never stay longer than one day here, or one night. Okay, but I know that many of you will be pleased to be here, and it really is, in my opinion, about whether you like being here because it's a youth feeling, which is fine, I understand, and whether you, I'm gonna run, okay? And whether you got a good deal, because some of you playing hard using Total Rewards Players card will probably get a lot of comp rooms here. So of course it's fine, or if you manage to get a really discounted rate, it's fine too. The other affordable strip resort, which is also fine, is Excalibur. They've also renovated the rooms, even the cheaper rooms. I'm staying in one of them, and I thought I was going to be really upset, but I was pleasantly surprised. Not as modern because it's a theme resort, but very comfortable. And they have a huge pool area, which I like a lot. 4 big pools. That's really important. Not like a small little pool blasting music, where you have 100 other people there. A big room area. Obviously, it's a much bigger resort and a nicer, much nicer fitness center. So those things matter to me. And I don't mind staying South Strip for those amenities. And these days they have improved significantly the MGM Resort buffet, the MGM Grand Buffet. I'm actually happy to stay there because it's very close to the MGM Grand Buffet. Of course, MGM Grand is a highly recommended resort to stay if you want to pay a little bit more. And the same with Mirage just across the road. Harrah's is fine too, it's really next door to this one, not as modern, but I quite enjoy their customer service, and we got really a nice big room we were given. And so you get out on this section here, on this end, and you know, right, that you are in one of my least favorite areas. Sorry guys. You want to see? I showed it to you last time. I think I'm trapped here. I may have to go this way, okay? This is where you have your taxis. And that way you go to Harrah's. But really, you're not really trapped because that's where I'm gonna go. So that is a crazy loud area next to Harrah's. So bear in mind that if you have a room there, which is part of the Linq, you will hear this quite well. And as you can see, the windows are small, but not small enough. And the same goes for Harrah's, I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. You got your little locals dressed like Mickey Mouse and other famous characters. That's the Carnival outdoor nightlife that I was telling you about. I am surprised that people can sit there, have a drink with that loud music. It's hurting my ears and I'm far. Okay, so that's Harrah's, and this is one of the entrances of the Linq. So I'm gonna go back inside and I'm going to stop the video very soon. As I said, the Caesars Entertainment Group gives you a different experience from MGM Resorts International, in my opinion. MGM Resorts International, and we have a list on top-buffet.com, as well as Caesars Entertainment. They are a bit more, what's the word? It's difficult. Here, this group tends to want to be more fun. Sorry about that, there is fun there. But they tend to want to be more, oh my God, it's difficult to say it without sounding condescending, more quality. More about, well, they're always more about appealing to traditionally people who are over 35, over 30. But that's really a massively wrong cliche, because you will find lots of young people. And of course there is an exception of Excalibur being so affordable. You get a lot of young people going in there, and also families on a budget. But Here, because of the way it is, it clearly tries to attract, but I see a lot of people of all ages, right? Tries to attract young people, not necessarily gamblers, because they don't have that many slot machines. So that's really, and amenities are limited, and they're all about partying, and that's why they're trying to attract younger, I think, younger people. But you know, when you are stay at MGM Grand, you cannot say that that does not try to attract young people. I see, all I see is young people when I'm at MGM, because they have such excellent amenities, such as an amazing pool area, beautiful, big, provides everything you want, packed, and then fantastic events, and then of course fantastic fitness center, 24-hour cardio room. It really appeals to a lot of people, not just the more mature at all. And then they have Akasani at the MGM Grand, this famous nightclub where you have to line up for hours unless you have a VIP pass. Okay, so you know, but I have to admit, all in all, they've done a good job. As I say, it wouldn't be necessarily the place that I would come to, or that I would recommend you come to, especially if you are first-timers. I will recommend something else, so check top-buffet.com. But having said that, they have done a really good job at remodeling. Even if it doesn't have a theme at all, it's got this bar theme, red bar theme and ice bar theme. So, you know, I mean, they've done a good job, and they had to improve it significantly, because now there is all this traffic going to the high roller wheel, Ferris wheel, the big wheel. And obviously, you know, it didn't sit well being the quad. But here we go again. So who says that only young people want to drink and go crazy, yeah? You know, traditionally, I'll give you a little secret. You have to see it. You know, they don't want you to take pictures unless you pay, but I don't care. I'm not paying for that, my dear. Okay. So, I wanted to give you a little secret. I'm going to tell you a little secret. I don't know if it's even true. In the good old days, where there were lots and lots of gamblers coming to Vegas, and we would talk and meet up and exchange. And when I say good old days, I'm talking about 8 years ago, right? 8, 9 years ago. My very first time here in Vegas. And we would talk to gamblers, and they would tell us all these rumors. Some of them must have been true. And the rumors were about that they were saying that Caesars Entertainment Group was really the place where middle-aged women, I mean, I'm saying with the best of intentions, you know, 40-year-olds, 50-year-old women, 50-year-old women, between 50 and 60, would flock to Caesars Entertainment. And it was real fun then, I have to tell you. You should have seen these lovely ladies all crazy, as if they would let out their husbands tucked in at home. But but things have changed, you know. There's still a few, but it's much more now about young, and it's fine, you know. It's because they come with a lot of money, you know. They stay for a short amount of time and they go all out. That's my feel. But I suspect things are changing, you know. They're changing all the time. The demographics are changing. It's all about who's willing to spend money here in Vegas. And maybe with the economic crisis that took place some time ago, the traditional people that would come here and gamble hard, even pensioners. I remember so many gamblers gambling their pension away. It was real fun then, you know, even from somebody who's a lot younger. It was real fun. But now I think a large part of that demographic is going on cruises. And I don't blame them. I've been to a few of them, and they're also great fun. Okay, guys, I think this is it. And of course, outside the Linq, you've got Mirage over there, and the huge property that is Caesar's Palace over there. And then here already is Margaritaville. and then there it's the entrance to Flamingo. Okay guys, I gotta go, it's hot. I need to go to my pool. I haven't been to the pool all these days. I desperately need to go. We are going to post a lot more videos, so check all the new videos, the latest one on the channel, and check the updates on top-buffet.com. It'll be fully updated by early June 2015. Bye bye guys.